If I could only own 5 guns, which 5 would I choose? Nick here. So today I'm going to be answering the question, if I could only own 5 guns, which makes and models would I choose? Now before I get into answering that question, I would love to know if you could only own 5 guns, which 5 makes and models would you choose? Let me know in the comments and I will get back to you personally. Also be sure to like this video and subscribe as well. Alright guys, so jumping right into it. If I could only own 5 guns, what would my first gun be? Well, I would want my first gun to be a handgun, and for one very simple reason. It's concealable. You simply cannot conceal and carry around a shotgun or a rifle everywhere you go, but you can with a handgun. I view that as being a completely invaluable asset. Therefore, my first gun of my 5 would be a handgun. And the handgun that I would choose would be none other than the 1911, and specifically this Colt Mark IV Series 70 in .45. The reason that I would choose this handgun as my first one in my top 5 list is for one very simple reason. I like shooting this handgun more than virtually any other handgun that I've ever shot. This is my favorite handgun, therefore if I could only own one, this is the one I would want. Beyond that fact, the 1911 also has a few unique advantages as well. For one thing, the .45 ACP round is very common, very plentiful, it's easy to find. The 1911 itself is a very popular gun, so spare holsters, magazines, accessories, parts, and all that are easy to find as well. Despite being a large and fairly heavy full-size handgun, it's also very slim, so you can conceal it if you need to as well. And like I said, I just like shooting the 1911 more than pretty much any other handgun that's out there. I shoot it very well. So my first gun in my top list of 5 would be my Colt Mark IV Series 70. So for my second gun, if I could only have 5, I would want a .308 semi-automatic rifle. Why a .308 semi-auto? Because I feel that it is one of the most versatile and practical firearms that you can possibly own. The .308 is a very popular and plentiful round. It's the most popular centerfire rifle round worldwide. It's a very accurate long-range round. Plus it has more than enough power for dropping just about at anything in North America, so you can use it for big game hunting as well. Plus, it being a semi-automatic rifle with a detachable magazine means that you can use it for tactical training and combat use now in the 21st century as well. So which .308 semi-auto would I want? My choice is the Springfield M1A. This is my favorite rifle that I own. It's very accurate. I love the manual of arms on it. It's a rifle I've owned for almost a year now, and I just really like the rifle a lot. Like I said, a .308 semi-auto like this is a very practical and versatile rifle. This was my hunting rifle last year. I used it for elk and for whitetail deer. I do plan on using it again this year as well. And yeah, if I could only own 2 firearms, this would be the second one that I would choose in addition to my Colt Series 70. So for the third gun, if I could only own 5, I would no question want a 12 gauge pump action shotgun. And my choice for a 12 gauge pump action shotgun is none other than the Mossberg 500 shotgun. By the way, all of the guns in this video have been safety checked. The Mossberg 500 is my favorite pump action shotgun. Been around since the 1960s, very popular, very proven, very reliable. Spare parts and accessories are incredibly easy to find for it. Got a very smooth action. I do like the position of the safety as well. And I would want my Mossberg to be in this configuration with the 5+1 shot capacity, because swapping out the short barrel for a longer barrel for hunting is incredibly simple. And just like that, you have an entirely new shotgun. So the fourth gun that I would want if I could only own 5 would without question be a .22 rifle. To put it simply, no gun collection is truly complete without a .22. It's a very underrated round in my opinion. It can be used for anything from small game hunting, to casual plinking, to target shooting, to pest control, to teaching new people how to shoot, to training, and so on. Plus, it's a very small and cheap little round, so you can accumulate lots of it. You just gotta have a .22 rifle. So my .22 rifle of choice, as you may have guessed, is the Ruger 1022. This is my favorite .22 rifle of all time. It's also one of my favorite guns that I own. It's a lot of fun to shoot. Recoil is practically non-existent. With the 25 round magazine like you see here, it's a lot of fun. So for the fifth and final gun in my collection, I would want my fifth and final gun to be another handgun, and specifically one chambered in 9mm. The other handgun in my top 5, as you saw, was the Colt Mark IV Series 70 in .45. I would want this one to be in 9mm, which is even cheaper and more plentiful than .45 is. Now, there are a lot of 9mm pistols that I really like, but after careful thought, I narrowed it down to my Beretta M9 and my Walther PPQ. I do like both of these handguns a lot, but still, there's only one spot left in my list, so I had to choose between the two. And after careful thought, I eventually went with my Walther PPQ. The reason that I eventually went with my PPQ over my Beretta, even though I probably do shoot my Beretta just a little bit better, is because the Walther PPQ is my concealed carry handgun. This is the gun that I carry with me everywhere when I leave the house. And I just wasn't sure if I wanted to leave out my concealed carry weapon if I could only own 5. Alright guys, well there you have it. If I could only own 5 firearms, the Colt Series 70, Springfield M1A, Mossberg 500, Ruger 1022, and Walther PPQ are the 5 that I would choose for myself. Again, I would love to know what 5 would you choose for yourself. Let me know in the comments and I will get back to you. Thank you.